Hello there, very good evening. This is Primetime Weekend News. I'm Sonali Manikabadike. We start off with a look at the stories making headlines tonight. A youth dies while preparing to set a Guinness World Record. Doctors advise that even preparations undertaken to set a world record should be done according to a standard. Yet another infant dies at the Infant Special Care Unit of the Mahamudra Hospital, taking the total number of infant deaths in the unit to 7. Official residence of the Sangamitta Balika Vidyalaya principal shot at. Farmers face severe hardships with vegetable prices decreasing. Vladimir Putin ahead in Russia's presidential election. On to the stories in detail. Only a limited number of individuals around the world have the privilege of calling themselves Guinness World Record holders. Certain people even put their lives on the line in an attempt to achieve this feat. This is the tragic story of a youth who died while preparing himself to set a Guinness record.
24-year-old Janaka Kumara Vasnayaka, who was resident of the Pansalgoda area in 1 Kantale, was a bachelor who served as a member of the Civil Defence Force attached to the Kantale 1 Police. According to his relatives, Vasnayaka was attempting to enter the Guinness Book of World Records. However, tragically, he died during his effort. In order to train for his Guinness World Record attempt, Janaka descended into a pit in the ground 6 feet deep and 2 feet wide at around 9:30 a.m. yesterday. Vasnayaka attempted to set a Guinness record by staying in the said pit for 7 hours after its top was covered by wooden planks, glazed with sand and set on fire. 7 hours after the surface of the pit was set on fire, Janaka's friends came to help him out of this pit, which was located in close proximity to his house at around 4:30 p.m. However, to everyone's dismay, Janaka remained unconscious at the bottom of the pit. He was rushed to the Kantale base hospital. However, doctors were unable to save his life. On previous occasions, he took a water bottle and a metal pole with him. However, this time he did not take any such thing with him. Janaka's mother is still in a state of shock as her son, who has attempted to bring glory to the country, passed away.
He wanted this since his childhood. This is what he was attempting to do. I am proud about my son. We had many hopes for him.
News First reported a similar Guinness World Record attempt last year by 40-year-old Pradeep Kumar Jaisingha. This is the manner in which he spent several hours in a pit 3 feet deep and 6 feet wide on the 6th of August 2011 in close proximity to the Vikramashila Mahapirivena in Pallevala. I carried walkie-talkies and phones. I was advised by the Ministry of Sports to take these precautions. I called them each hour. It is dark and hot inside the pit because of the fire above.
So if someone is attempting a record, you must always first check with your family physician and see whether you are capable of physically doing this, whether the record is safe, what are the other issues, and then you can register on the website. And if it is a record which has been attempted before, they will tell you how to do it. If it not, they may accept it or they may not accept it. If they accept it, they will tell you exactly how you should do it, how you should have timekeepers, you should have official judges, who they should be. All those details should be obtained. You should be very careful when attempting this and even when practicing any form of sport like this.
The post-mortem examination into the death of Janaka Vasnayaka was held at the Kantale Base Hospital today. Doesn't Janaka's death, which brought tears to the eyes of his family and friends, stand as a reminder that life is more valuable than any record?
Our segment Crime Watch is up next.
A shooting was carried out on the residence of Saraswati Mangalika Dahanayaka, who is the principal of Sangamitha Balika Vidyalaya in Galle. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohana said that the house, which is located in the Uluwitike area in Poddala, was attacked at around 10 o'clock last night. The police said that an individual who arrived in a motorbike had carried out the shooting and fled the scene of the crime. We contacted our neighbour, Mr. Ilep Peruma. We told him that there was a problem and he said that he heard the sound too and that a motorbike had also driven past. He told us that they would come and for us to open the door. They brought 3 posters along with them. The posters said something to the effect that we take children in for money. So we thought that this was done in anger, and we also knew that this was the reason for the problem. Parties connected to the Sangamitha Balika Vidyalaya expressed their views regarding the incident.
She is a person who works fairly. This might have led to such an incident. However, we are requesting the security forces to protect the principal.
We appreciate the service rendered by the principal to the school. As a parent, I vehemently condemn this incident.
This is not a good situation. No matter what shortcomings or mistakes are committed by teachers, we don't have the authority to take the law into our own hands. As the general public, we can lodge a complaint. If there is a problem, lodge a complaint with the Bribery and Corruption Commission. We are prepared to inquire into this incident.
The Poddala police is conducting further investigation into the matter. Police has summoned the fingerprint experts, the police scene of crime officer, and in addition to that, police scanners in order to trace the suspect. No property damage, no suspect has been arrested so far. A special police team has been deployed to conduct further investigation.
Meanwhile, an individual was killed with the use of a sharp object in the Vabada area in Valiveria. The police said that another person sustained serious injuries in the attack. The victim, who was killed at around 11:30 last night, has been identified as 21-year-old Abe Vikrama Arachilage Padmika Mahesh, who was a resident of the Vabada area. He said there was a ritual that was being performed, so I told him to go and come back soon. He told me not to worry and that he would give me a call. The police said that the injured individual is receiving treatment at the Gampaha hospital. In a separate incident, the police have commenced investigations into an alleged incident where an individual was dumped in a lavatory pit after being attacked in the Alla area. Area residents said that an individual who was a resident of the Karadagolla area in Alla had gone missing since last Friday afternoon. Incidentally, a group of children had made their way to the Vavathana forest in the Abadande Gama area, which is located close to the missing individual's house. Our correspondent noted that area residents had said that the children who had heard the screams of a person from inside a lavatory pit of an abandoned house attempted to rescue the individual with the assistance of a group of others. It was revealed that the individual who was found inside the lavatory pit was the same individual who was reported missing. The individual who sustained injuries was admitted to the Deatalava base hospital. Furthermore, a group had attacked and destroyed a house in the area this morning, alleging that its resident was involved in the incident.
Yet another infant receiving treatment at the Infant Special Care Unit of the Mahamodar Hospital in Galle has died. Within a short span of time, a total of 7 infants who were being treated in this unit have passed away in this manner.
The acting director of the hospital, Dr. Rukshan Bellana, said the infant, who had been in critical condition for several days, passed away yesterday. The infant was the firstborn of a couple residing in Thavamala, Nellore. The acting director of the hospital believes that the cause of death can be uncovered following the post-mortem examination. Hospital authorities said the latest infant to pass away was in a critical condition even before steps were taken to look into the cases of the deaths of the 6 other infants. According to the report given by the microbiologists, this infection has come from a drug vial. We have taken all necessary measures to contain and control the situation. The infection has not been spreading through the unit. So instead of closing the unit, we think it is sufficient to contain the infection, and now it is being contained. Meanwhile, in the past month, 6 infants who were being treated at the same unit in the hospital passed away. Among the deceased were twins born to a couple from Waskadua.
Still in local news, farmers have been made to face severe hardships as a result of the reduction in vegetable prices at the Dambulla Economic Centre. Chairman of the Joint Farmers Association, R.P. Herath, said this situation has greatly affected low-country vegetables.
Farmers work tirelessly from the time they sow seeds until the harvest. Sometimes, in order to obtain the fertilizer necessary for cultivation, they get into debt. We have pawned our jewellery. We are in debt. How can we pay our debts? The festive season is around the corner. The festive season is coming up. Our children go to school. How can we live? This was the situation that was evident at the Dambulla Economic Centre today. Prices of vegetables have dropped. A kilo of sweet potatoes is 8 rupees. Farmers spent a lot of money. The quoted price is very low. A large number of vegetables which could not be sold were rotting away at the centre in this manner. We made inquiries from the manager of the Dambulla Economic Centre, Christy Vijayaratna, in this regard. He said that this situation has arisen as it is the harvest season. He also said that such a situation arises every year. He said that such situations arise as farmers do not have variety in their cultivation and because of the manner in which demand and supply is determined. Vijayaratna said that a relief program is necessary for the affected farmers.
Trade unions charge that the Ceylon Electricity Board is currently incurring massive losses due to the corruption within the institution. The CEB Employees Union points out that the public have been made to bear the burden of these losses through electricity bills.
The government took steps last month to add a fuel adjustment charge to electricity bills in order to minimize continuous losses incurred by the Ceylon Electricity Board. But can the losses being incurred by the CEB be covered through this measure? The losses being incurred by the CEB cannot be covered by increasing electricity charges. The question can arise that if the losses are to be covered, then shouldn't the electricity charges be increased? But what we are saying is that there is continuous wastage and corruption and government intervention. Against this backdrop, no matter how hard the employees of the CEB work to make it a profit-making institution, it cannot be turned into a profit-making institution. There is no planning at all. At present, discussions are being held saying that the charges have not been increased by enough. In addition, there are also signs that fuel prices will be increased again. Jayalal points out that instead of cutting unnecessary costs and rising from the crisis, the Ceylon Electricity Board is continuing its wasteful expenditure. The loss-making Ceylon Electricity Board spent 4,184,133 rupees on the Dayata Kirula exhibition. This was only on the CEB stall at the exhibition grounds. If we had asked for a permanent CEB building in the area, we would not have got it, but millions were spent on a cardboard stall. In addition to this carnival, the CEB has various other carnivals: the Vidula Mulanka Art Festival, the Vidula Mulanka Sports Festival. We are not against the arts or sports. We are not criticizing that. We are criticizing the fraudulent activity that is taking place behind this facade. What we are asking is if the people should be made to bear the burden of these fraudulent activities via the electricity bill.